This conference will now be recorded.
Okay guys, let's get started. So in the last two sessions, we have discussed about sites in SCCM and site roles. So Nikita, especially for you, we discussed about these sites: central administration site, primary site, and secondary site. These are the three sites in SCCM. We have discussed about this one, and then we discussed about site roles. These are the site roles. Either you call them as site roles or site components. Okay, these are the site roles in SCCM. We have discussed about these things. Now today we are going to discuss about the lab setup, how we are going to set up our lab. Okay, so there are two options. Option number one, either you set up your lab on your laptop or desktop. Okay, either you set up your lab on your laptop or desktop, or you can do it on Azure Cloud Data Center. There are two options here. So this one is what? Local, and this one is Azure. Now for local lab setup, the configuration what you need on your computer is this one: minimum 16 GB RAM. You need to have minimum 4-core processor, and 300 GB free hard disk space is needed. If you have this configuration on your laptop or desktop, then you can proceed with this local lab. Otherwise, if you don't have this configuration on your laptop or desktop, then you can do it on Azure Cloud Data Center. Now, Azure is what? Azure is a public data center, and it gives you 30 days free trial. 30 days free trial. In this 30 days, we will set up whole lab, and we will be able to do all our practical in that Azure free trial. So Azure free trial we will create, and then we will create our virtual machines in Azure Cloud Data Center. Either you create virtual machine in India or Australia or US or Europe or Indonesia, anywhere. So you will create your lab virtual machines like this, and from your laptop, from home, suppose you are at home now and this is your laptop, right? You can remotely connect these machines uh, to these virtual machines which are running in Azure Cloud Data Center. So two options are there. Now you need to tell me which option is suitable for you. Do you have enough configuration to do the local lab setup, or you would like to go on Azure Cloud Data Center? So I would like to hear from you, from each one of you, that what is your status. Durga, tell me whether you would like to go on local or cloud. Okay,
Cloud.
so Durga would like to create her Azure account. Okay, Lawrence, what is your status?
Yeah, Kashif, I think I'll be creating an Azure account.
Okay, you will be creating Azure account. Okay.
Okay.
Then Nikita.
Yeah, same sir, Azure Cloud.
Now Tushar.
Yeah, I will go with Azure.
Okay, so nobody has this configuration on your laptop or desktop? No one, right? Okay, no worries. So either you do it on local or Azure. It is the same thing. The only thing is in Azure you get 30 days free trial, right? And in local lab you get 6 months free trial. Okay, 6 months free. And in Azure you get only 30 days. So within 30 days we will be able to do all our practical and assignment, everything, and finish all the topics. Now, how do you set up the lab and how do you create your Azure account? That I will guide you. But before I do that, let me give you the uh, details about the architecture. So our lab architecture will be like this. We will create a network connection. Okay, sorry. We will create a network connection. Okay, And then on that network, we will have multiple computers. We will have a server called domain controller, second database, okay, third primary site server, and the fourth one is secondary site server. These are 4 servers which we will create, and 1 client machine, that is Windows 10 machine. So 5 machines we will create, or 6 machines, maximum 6 machines we will create, and we will have few servers and client machines. All will be connected to the network connection so that they can talk to each other. Okay, why do we need database? Because SCCM is going to store the data in the database. Why do we need domain controller? Because it is needed for authentication, and SCCM needs domain controller. It is going to get all the information. In fact, domain will supply all the information to primary site server about the resources, whatever resources are present on the network. So that you will get more clear picture when we start doing the practical. Okay, secondary side we will install to manage devices in remote location. Okay, let's say we have these devices in one location and these 2 devices other location. So primary will be managing the devices in, let's say, location 1. Okay, the primary side will be managing all the devices in location 1, and secondary side will be managing all the devices in location 2. That we will get more clear picture as we go along. Okay, now how do you create your lab? I'll let you know. 1 minute. Send MECM training lab. Okay, let me know when you see my screen again. Okay, I hope you guys can see my screen again, right? Now I want you guys to send me your email address. I will send this email to you guys so that you guys can follow this email and create your Azure subscription. So send your email here. You need to send it on the chat box, on the GoToMeeting chat. Everyone, I got it from Nikita. Lawrence, Tushar, Durga, you need to send me your email address. Okay, I got it from Durga. Then I got it from Lawrence. Tushar, what is your email address? You
Yeah,
there, Tushar?
just a minute.
Okay. Okay, I got it. So now I have added all the email addresses here. Nikita, Durga, Lawrence, and Tushar. Now there are few steps which are needed for Azure Cloud Data Center. Since none of you guys are going to perform the local setup, this is for those who are going to do local setup. So you don't have to follow step number 2, guys. You don't have to follow step number 2. So I'm gonna type in. Ignore this one. Okay, you only need to focus on step number 1. So in step number 1, there are few steps. So first you have to go to this link, outlook.live.com, and here we have to create one Outlook account. Okay, you need to create a new account. Have you guys created any Azure account before? Any one of you? Durga, Lawrence, Nikita, Tushar, anyone?
No.
Have you? Never, right?
Yeah, yeah, I created one.
You created Azure account already?
Yeah, I created one. but
Okay.
I think
Uh,
I
but okay.
forgot the password.
Okay, that's okay. Now, Tushar, you have to create a new email address, because if you have already used your previous phone number, email address, and credit card, then it will recognize you as the same person, and it will not allow you to get free trial again. So you have to create a new email address and use your new phone number and new credit card to create this Azure account. Otherwise, it will not allow you. It will recognize you as the same person. Okay,
Okay, okay,
clear?
clear.
Make sure you do not use the old phone number. If you have
Mm-hmm.
used your phone number, then you can use your family member's phone number. Your
Okay.
brother, your any one of your family members, you can use
Mm-hmm.
that phone number. And different credit card, because it needs credit card as well, just for verification. They are not going to charge you anything. 30 days is
Okay.
free of cost. After 30 days, the account will get disabled automatically. There is no
Mm-hmm.
charge at all. So don't worry about the credit card. This is Microsoft trusted website. So
Mm-hmm.
go to this link, create a new account, then go to this Microsoft website. This is Azure free account page. Then you need to click on start free. Okay, and then it will ask you to enter some details like your first name, last name, email address, phone number, then address. So you have to give all those details. Then it will verify your phone number, and then it is gonna ask you for credit card, just for verification. There is no charge, and after 30 days free. After 30 days, your account will get disabled automatically. If you want to continue, then you will have to change the subscription from free trial to pay as you go account. So then only Microsoft will charge you. So that is up to you. If you would like them to charge you, then only it will charge. Otherwise, 30 days free of cost, no charge at all. So credit card is needed for verification, and make sure you choose a different credit card, Tushar. Otherwise, it will
Okay.
not let you.
And
So
and
three
also
things:
also email ID be different.
email. Yes, you have to create your email address here. Email, phone number, and credit card. Okay,
Okay.
and it will not cost you anything. Now, so this is the step you have to follow from a step number 1 to a step number 7. That's it. Okay, you don't have to follow these below steps. Okay, and so how do you create your account? Um, how do you set up the lab? I will let you know step by step later on. For now, I'm going to show you how I created my Azure lab in my local laptop. This is my laptop wherein I have got 32 GB RAM and octa core processor, 8 core processor, and 500 GB SSD hard disk. So what I did, I have downloaded and installed this Oracle VirtualBox. Either you go with Oracle VirtualBox or Hyper-V or VMware, any virtualization technology you can use. Then what I did, I created 3 servers: domain controller, SCCM primary site, and database server. And this is my client 1 machine, I mean Windows 10 machine. These are the machines I have created in my laptop. These are virtual machine, so I can power them on like this, and then I can perform all the SCCM related tasks through all of them are on the same network. They are talking to each other. So this is the local lab setup. Now similarly, we will create the lab in Azure Cloud Data Center. In Azure, we will have domain server, MECM server, database server, and Windows 10 server, Windows 10 machine, and 1 secondary site server. So in Azure, we will have more exposure, because Azure will give us, uh, you know, uh, how you can set up your lab in different data centers. So I'll show you. Azure has many data centers. If you go to Google and type in Azure geography. So Azure is what? It is a public data center, and it has many data centers all over the globe. So some data centers are located in US, some are in Canada, some are in South America, then in European countries, African countries, then in India, Gulf countries, China. Then we have it in Australia, Southeast Asia, okay, Indonesia, Japan. So we have a data center all over the globe. So what we have to do, we need to choose the data center where we can create our resources in free trial, because free trial will have limited data center. You don't have access in free trial, you don't get permission to create your resources in all the data center. There are few I think 10 or 15 data center you have in free trial. So in those 10-15 data center, we can create our resources. So how the data center looks like and how we will do that step by step, we will do it tomorrow, from tomorrow onwards, once your account is ready. So I want you guys, let me send this email to you first. So if you don't receive my email, make sure you check in spam folder, guys. Okay. So this one is, I'm gonna send this to you one more time with a different email address. Okay. So if you don't receive my email, you can check it in spam folder. Plus, I will also send you in the WhatsApp group. Nikita, you are not part of that WhatsApp group. I will add you in that WhatsApp group after you do the enrollment. So this is how you can create your Azure Cloud Data Center account. But do it tomorrow. Don't do it today. Why? Because if you do it today, then what will happen? It will count 30 days from today onwards. Okay. So do it tomorrow before the session starts, like 1 hour before the session or half an hour. It hardly takes like 10-15 minutes, not more than that. 10 minutes, I think maximum it is going to take for you to create account. So do it tomorrow. That is the reason I have mentioned it specifically. Do it tomorrow, not today, because if you create today, then it will count 30 days from today onwards. Is that clear, everyone?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Yes. Clear.
So create your account before you join the session tomorrow, and then tomorrow onwards we will start doing the practical. We will set up our lab, we will do our installation of domain controller, installation of database, then installation of primary site server. Everything we will start from tomorrow onwards. All good?
Fine, sir.
So from tomorrow we will do that, and we will have our like 1 hour or 1 hour 15-minute session on daily basis. Okay.
All right,
Okay.
Kashif.
Okay.
Yes, Lawrence, any question?
No question.
Okay, fine. So if if you don't get it in inbox, you will also receive this in your WhatsApp message as well. So kindly follow this step tomorrow. Okay, I hope the session was informative, and we'll meet tomorrow. Okay,
All right, Kashif. Thank you.
bye
Okay.
now.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Thanks. Bye now.